Hi everyone, I'm Richard Winstone with Over 50s Money, and today I want to talk to you about the rebuild value of your home. So if you're a homeowner, you'd have taken out buildings insurance to cover any damage that happens to your property. And as part of that insurance policy, you have to put in a rebuild cost, which I'm sure you'll know is different to the actual value of your property. It's the value of how much it will cost to rebuild your property if it was completely destroyed. Now, over the last 12 months, thanks to the inflation we've been going through in the UK, rebuild costs for a property on average have gone up by 18%, which means if you took out your home insurance policy a year ago or longer, then your rebuild value is massively underestimated. Now, if you need to claim on your buildings insurance at any point, the provider will then do a check of how much your actual rebuild value is, and they will pay out based on the amount you've underestimated. So if you needed, say, £100,000 on your insurance claim, and your insurance provider checked and they realised that you're 18% underinsured, then they will only pay out £82,000 and you'd be expected to find the other £18,000. And that works for smaller things as well. If you had a flood and it was £20,000, even though your rebuild value might be £200,000, if your insurance provider works out that that £200,000 is 18% lower than your actual rebuild value, then any claim you make will be paid out 18% lower than what you need it to be. So that £20,000 for the flood damage will come in at just over £16,000. Sorry. So it's important that you have the rebuild value correct on your insurance with your insurance provider. Otherwise, you could be out thousands of pounds when you need to claim. So the way to fix this right now today is to use the calculator I've put in the description below. It's a free calculator online. It'll give you an estimate of your rebuild value, and if that is massively different to what you've currently got with your building insurance provider, then you should update it with your provider. They may increase your premiums, but it's better to pay a few extra pounds a month than it is to lose out on thousands if you ever need to actually claim. Also, if you've done anything like home improvements in the last year, 2 years since you've updated your building insurance, things like building an extension or refurbishing a kitchen or a bathroom, all of these things will increase your rebuild value. So make sure that you update your insurance provider, update that rebuild value, and get yourself covered as quickly as possible. Whilst you're doing that, it's also worth doing a price comparison, just so that once you've updated your insurance provider and they've given you your new premiums, you're standing at a point with information where you could say to them, well, I know I can get my property at this rebuild value covered by this other insurance provider for cheaper. You can negotiate with your current provider, or if better, you can just switch to a new one. It's always worth doing a price comparison once every year at the very minimum, just to see if you're overpaying for your home insurance. Again, there's a link to a free price comparison tool in the description below. The only other thing I will say is, if you don't like using the online free calculators to work out your rebuild value, you can employ a surveyor to come out, check out your property, and they'll give you a new rebuild value that you can provide to your insurance provider and use as a base for your price comparisons. Anyway, I hope that helps. If you have any questions, please email me at richard@over50smoney.com. Again, that's in the description below. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe.